Hi, Mindset Millionaires. Happy Thursday. I wanted to get on here to encourage you guys. One thing that helps me to get through trying, challenging times is something that my father told me years ago when I was younger. He would always say, there's always someone else that's doing worse than you are. There's always someone else that's doing worse than you. So I want to remind you today, no matter what it is that you're facing this week, no matter what that challenge is that you've had to push and pursue through, right? We talked about this on Monday. No matter what that challenge is, remember to keep going because there's always someone else that's doing worse than you are. And so while you may have your inconveniences, while you may have your challenges, while you may have those things that God is allowing you to go through as long-suffering experiences to pull out the best of what He knows is inside of you, remember that there's always someone else that's doing worse than you. So focus on supporting that movement, focus on praying for that person, focus on giving to that person if the Lord leads you to do that. Whatever it is that God leads you to do for that someone that's doing worse than you, make sure that you take the time and the effort to do that, to get your mind off of your situation, to get your mind off of putting the enemy on a pedestal because you're constantly replaying your challenges, your circumstances, your inconveniences, your problems. When we do that, we are putting the enemy on a pedestal. And the Lord had to show me this thing a while ago. He showed me when you constantly complain about your challenges and the things that you don't feel like are right, you are removing me off of my place and you're putting the enemy on a pedestal. And the enemy knows that if he can get us to constantly complain and to constantly give in to our feelings, he knows that he is taking precedence in our life over God. So I summons you today. I propel you to not focus on your problems, but remember that someone else is doing worse than you are. So focus on making their situation better. Focus on making the load lighter for someone else, so that in turn you will get your mind off of your issues and you will be able to stand in the gap and rejoice for someone else while you're also gaining strength